And the way I think about my life is like, everything I do is about bringing us, is about kind of bringing us closer to that, or about enabling humanity to be more beautiful, to be more creative, and to have more insight and understanding into our condition, into the universe. Because I think fundamentally, our understanding of ourselves is what like transforms who we are. And so, yeah, I guess like, what does success look like for my life? It's like, if we get toward a beautiful future, then everything will have been worthwhile.
How do you balance or integrate work and life? Or when you feel tired, how do you recharge? What are some of the daily routine or boundary you have created yourself to be the best version of Kanjun?
Oh, this is like a question that I could answer for like 10 hours.
Okay, now we book interview number 2.
I do a lot of things to like, one of the most important things I do is a weekly review. So it's like, I have a bunch of meta systems that allow me to like operate effectively. The weekly review, I ask myself, what were my goals last week? What went well? What didn't go as well as I hoped? What do I want to try out? What experiments do I want to run, basically? And then do some planning for this week. And I do a weekly review, a monthly review, quarterly review, and annual review. And what that allows me to do is to try lots of new things all the time and to course correct. And so and course correct at every level of abstraction of time length. And so I think that has been the foundational driver of a lot of my growth as a person and also as a leader. One of the big things that has been surprising to me is I love running a research lab, and it's very different from running a company. Many of the things that I would do if I were running a company, I definitely don't do in a research lab. And the reason is because in a company, companies, they require a lot of creativity, especially in the early days. But as they get bigger, they are basically run like factories. And you just need humans, again, to like be doing specific things. You need them as automatons, no matter how creative people say, a lot of jobs are. And in research, it's completely the opposite. If you're doing something that's kind of automaton-like, then often you're not really doing something new. And so in research, what I think a lot about is how do we create a culture and an environment that really enables people to go to the edge of something. My driving question in life is like, why do people behave the way they do? And what causes weird behaviors or dysfunctional behaviors? And then also, not just why do people behave the way they do, but why do groups behave the way they do? And why do institutions behave the way they do? And why do societies behave the way they do? And at each of these levels, we get like these very interesting emergent behaviors that can't necessarily be explained by any individual, but they kind of like collectively held norms.